or Eddie Fudge to see, hey, we had something we could work with here if we could teach him.
Let's flash forward, March 6th, 1985, the professional debut.
Plug it in, and I'm watching this kid with a butcher block body just beating the bejabbers out of people in a wham bam thank you ma'am fashion. So yes, I'm watching his first 4 or 5 fights, but I got him in a total DVD clip.
Mm-hmm. Teddy, how much was natural with Tyson? How much was he taught? Because we can see here already his punches are crisp, short, tight. How much was natural? How much was taught in Catskill?
You know, Brian, that's a great question, because the story I just told when I saw him the first time and he got the bloody nose, I remember I thought back afterwards and I said, gee, 2-3 years went by, he never got another bloody nose. So he wasn't a natural. If he was a natural, he never would have got a bloody nose. Mm-hmm. He wouldn't have got hit with those punches. I remember all the people.
Even Robert Redford bled.
Yeah, but we're talking about a fighter here. And all the people would say, boy, this guy's
10th, 1985, Trent Singleton. Now, don't blink. This is going to be fast. I think like a 3-punch combination here, Teddy. Blinding speed, body, head. I mean, it's incredible to watch these early tapes. No matter what the opposition is, this is impressive at his age.
Did you see the speed in his, as you call it, audition? Did you see that speed?
Yeah, we did. We saw that he was a guy at 12 years old that was strong as hell, but he had quick hands. You could see that, but he was raw, and he didn't have the technique. He didn't couple up with the technique. And without the technique, and I'm not in any way trying to, boast of myself. I'm just saying if he didn't wind up in Catskill with what he had and with what he didn't have, with the flaws that would show themselves later on, I don't think with all that power he would have been world champion. The technique that he learned to use that ability was very, very important in his career.
A 27-fight career, significantly not one of those 9 wins has been inside the distance, so he is not going to hurt Tyson. Can he survive? Tyson. It's very rare that you will see a fighter stop with a single body shot. What they do is they sap your strength. They will wear you down in later rounds. That was a little bit near the borderline. Tyson gets away with it. Tyson down on his heels. We saw him up on his toes in the opening round, first couple of fights. Things expected of Tyson. Customato, who, if you're a fight fan, will know was the guiding light behind the career of former Wise, the truth of what he was saying. So the perfect heavyweight has not been born, but maybe Mike Tyson might be, because that was a jolting little left hook that shook Halpin right down to his heels. He backs up, tries to hold, Tyson clubs him off again. They've managed to go 2 rounds. Round 3 now of this scheduled 6-rounder in Albany in upstate New York. Mike Tyson in the white, Don Halpin in the blue, was to just try out a couple of new moves, because there's a big difference between the gym and the ring, as any pro will tell you. And he hurt Halpin there. He backs it up against the ropes, the more experienced. Oh, good short. That's a short sneak right. Halpin, this is a much slower and much more measured Mike Tyson in Albany tonight. Good right hand, Halpin down. You, behind the camera, had the most perfect view of that. Only difference is you saw the punch, Don Halpin didn't. Mandatory 8 early in the 4th. Can Tyson finish this? I think so. I think so. That's enough. Now that last right-hander, that was questionable. Yeah, here we go. Now this is the punch, the left hook that drives him across the ring. The fight was over then. Bang! That was the punch that caused...
I got soul! And I'm super bad.
1 win. Mike Tyson, 3 fights, 3 wins, 2 inside a round. And the last one against Don Halpin went all of 4 rounds. And Tyson, we've already seen in his brief pro career, hits like a steam hammer. As Ricardo Spain has already found out, boy, that was quick. Boy, that was fast. Boy, that was hard. And the ref takes a very clean look at the eyes. The eyes are the giveaway. Oh, left, the legs have gone. This is all over. Yes, it is. I don't believe it. That's well inside a minute. Took his time, 4 rounds this time. Wow, brother. The little combination there, That was the first. Two really stand and take notice. The left hook, the power was astonishing. The legs just
ready to get going for fighting here. Mike Tyson, Big John, Alderson. Tyson in the white with the red stripe, solid red trunks with the white stripe will be John Alderson. Alderson, a tremendous height advantage. How much will that play a factor in tonight's fight?
Well, he has got to keep Tyson off him. Use the jab, the straight right hand, and Mike Tyson gets inside very effectively.
Tyson, you heard documented, of course, the young man fighting and fighting very well. Amateur, 25-2. A boxer.
Do that before.
Interesting. Lands with the lead left. Alderson is already bleeding from the nose, and I think that was from the very first left hand. Tyson, you can see almost...
Tyson delivers punches off in a very awkward fashion. Look at this left hand. That was a jab, but boy, he was off balance when he threw it. Still had a lot of power against Alderson.
This is round number 2 of a scheduled 6-rounder heavyweights. Mike Tyson. Round knockouts. Don Halpin, I guess, is the only man, and this one may not go much longer, as a crushing right hand sends Alderson down. He's got a terrible cut over the left eye already. Clint Cappuccino right down in his face. He's going to make the count at 8. But that cut just on the outside of the left eye starts to ooze some blood now, and Tyson goes right back in on top of it. Tyson trying for his 5th straight knockout. Alderson weary on his feet, ready to go at any time.
He's just trying to survive now. He's got to throw something out, though. He's laying in with Tyson. Frank may stop this fight.
Ruling that as a slip, not a knockdown. Alderson peeking in over that swelling left eye, and here comes Tyson. Alderson throwing the right hand, no effect. Left hand that time sends him reeling against the ropes. He's almost virtually out on his feet right now, 29 years of age. Again, as I pointed out at the top of the show, that in itself could prove to be some difference in this fight, if nothing else.
You know, Tyson looked at Cappuccino a moment ago as if, do you want to stop this?
There he goes right back to work on that left eye as Alderson stays on his feet. Try to gamely throw a right hand as you see the closing moments of the second round here. Alderson down in this round, may survive as he goes down again at the bell. He's got to get up. Now, a fighter cannot be saved by the bell in any round with the exception of the last, so he must come to his feet at the ruling of the referee says okay. He is, and he goes into his corner with all 5 knockouts, and it was a devastating second round that proved to be the difference.
Those short right hands. Now, what happened is Alderman tried to throw the right hand continually, but what happened was Tyson learned how to counter it with his own right. And there's a good straight right hand by Mike Tyson. That sent Alderson down, and that was the first knockdown, I believe. And you sent him down, and you can comment on it for us. Well, it's rolling a little bit in our monitor, but basically you really had a lot of power, and you were nailing him with short punches.
I was nailing with punches because I saw he was more...
3 first-round knockouts. We are set for the introduction. So is Michael Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, Michigan over Vernon Bridges. And look at Tyson go right after Canady. Now, Canady is a boxer, but gets knocked down with the first left hook he takes. Look at the power already from Mike Tyson. Mandatory 8 count. 7. Given by Joe Cortez. Canady, little shaky now, takes a right hand. This one could end in a hurry. Canady in serious trouble.
Tyson, you have to like how poised he is right here. He is picking his shots well. He is hurting.
This one could be over. It is. Joe Cortez stops it.
Perfect timing by Joe Cortez. That was right when he saw that last right hand land. He could just feel the fact that Canady would. Now, this was, as you said, Sam, the first good left hook that Tyson landed. He dips under, throws this left hook. That's a nice move.
Is that a Joe Frazier left hook?
It really is. And you know what was so nice about that was the way the old dipsy doodle. He went under and then came with a really good left hook. Now here's where he had Canady against the ropes. Mike Tyson is a terrific finisher. Keeps his hands moving. Those are good compact punches. Now, and Joe Cortez steps in, and you have to like even what you saw in this short.